How's it going, guys? So today I'm going to be doing my February favorites. I almost said January. It's crazy how fast that this month has just completely like flown by. As you can tell, I already have on my lashes and stuff, and I didn't wear eyeshadow today. I just didn't feel like wearing eyeshadow today, and I kind of like the look of just these lashes, and these lashes are actually a favorite of mine too, so we'll also get into that. Yeah, let's just get into it. I don't think I explained like what I'm doing differently is, since it's face products, I'm going to be applying them all to my face like as we go. I'm not good at applying lashes on camera, so that's why I already have them on so that you can see how they look. And I also have a couple of favorites like music and movies and stuff that aren't related to makeup, but I'm going to leave that for the last part. So if you're not here for any of that, if you don't find any interest in me, that you're just here to see like what I like makeup wise, then you don't even have to listen to that. So yeah, now let's get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to have to talk about today is the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. I love this stuff. I feel like it gives your face, like, it makes you really shiny. You're about to see. I'll just go ahead and start putting this on. It makes your face super shiny, but I feel like it also has like moisturizing properties in it where you don't get that with a lot of like kind of dewy skin primers. And as you rub this in, it does get tacky, and it is, oh, I got it in my hair. And so it helps the foundation adhere to it. And I've been hearing a lot of people here recently say that they think that primer's a gimmick and stuff. And I can see where they're coming from, but I feel like I like to just have something like there that's a little bit tacky and stuff and hydrating. Those are the two things that I look for in a primer. But like as for like pore filling and stuff, I've never tried a pore filler that I liked. I don't like them. My wife uses them and she likes them. But as for me, I just like something that's kind of sticky to the touch, a little luminous, and hydrating. And that's exactly what this is. It's only $4.99. I got mine from Target. And yeah, I love it. Next is, you won't be able to guess this. It's the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. I love this. In my last favorites video, I said that I liked mixing this with my Milani concealer, and I still love doing that, like for like a really like intense look. But here lately, like before work and stuff, I've just been putting this on, and I really like the way that it makes my skin look. So we're going to do a couple pumps of this. I feel like I've turned a lot of my coworkers onto this foundation. Well, one of my coworkers, she doesn't like it, Brittany, because it's matte, and I can see where people with dry skin might not like this because it is matte. What I do to like counteract that and make it not look super drying on my skin is, first of all, I use a very moisturizing primer. Make sure I moisturize my face, exfoliate before I use it. And then I also like to, oh yeah, I don't set it, which some foundations you can get away with. And like we were talking about before, how like some people think that primers are gimmicks. Sometimes you don't have to set your foundation. Like, I feel like in the beauty community, it's like this whole big ordeal. Like, oh my goodness, you don't do this step in your routine. Well, if it works for you, it works for you. And sometimes me, like, setting my whole face just makes me look like a crepey sandpaper that's been left in the sun for 1,000 years. So yeah, with this foundation, I don't set. I don't have any issues blending over it, so I'll show you that later on. And then I do kind of like put that powder down in some of my trouble areas, like in the corners of my mouth where I have creasing, and then right up here. But yeah, these are the only places that I do set my face, and then I don't let it sit on there for long. I just go ahead and wipe it off. And I can go ahead and take my hair down now. So the next thing that I want to talk about is this L'Oreal eyeshadow. It's the Color Reese Shadows in the shade 203 Cafe A Lot. And I don't use this as eyeshadow. I use this as my contour. It's like really good if you're fair. Just use a little bit. and I go right into where my cheekbones are. Also, sorry about my voice. It's like allergy crazy over here. So I guess that I'll just take a break from my face and go ahead and talk about the lashes that I'm wearing right now. These are the BH Studio Pro lashes in D301. Whenever I was picking out lashes, these are the only ones that like were calling to me. I feel like the other ones kind of look like they're all like cut straight across, or at least that's what it looked like to me whenever I was looking at them online. But these look so pretty, and I haven't had any lashes like this. They give you a ton of volume, and well, I mean, you can see they're kind of crazy. Like, some people probably won't like lashes like this for every day, but I really enjoy them. I think they're $4.99, $5.99, something like that. BH Cosmetics is always having sales and stuff, so I'm sure that you'll be able to get them for sales. I have 3 pairs of these. The ones that I'm wearing right now, they are lasting a pretty good like time. I think this is my 5th or 6th time wearing them, and I just like trim like 2 little things off the outer edges of them, and they fit my eyes perfectly. And yeah, I just really enjoy these. So if you're into lashes, I highly recommend the BH Cosmetics ones. Back to my face, I'm going to go in with my new favorite palette for like bronzing contouring. It's the Shade and Define Tin Color Contour Palette from BH Cosmetics again. I promise I'm not sponsored. I wish. Y'all don't even think I'm sponsored. But yeah, I just go like right over that contour, a little bit higher up though, just warm up my face a little bit. I think that this is supposed to be the cool toned palette, but I don't really think it is. They work for bronzers on me, so that's what I use them as. And now, let's just for a second talk about highlighter, because I have a couple. So as for palettes, the 2 BH Cosmetics, the Backlight Highlight Palette and the Spotlight Highlight Palette, recommend these both like 1,000 times over. I don't know what it is about these. I have not gotten any highlight palettes. Like, I have Becca and Jeffree Star, and I have the Moonchild Glow Kit because my friend Jessica got it for me for Christmas, and I love that palette, and it's great, and they're all great. But these palettes are just flipping amazing. I just don't know what it is. And like this one, this is the Backlight or the Blacklight highlight palette, and these shades are just so unique and original, and I really appreciate that in a palette. And then like even these are so pretty. Like, oh my goodness, they're just so great. I just love them so much. And then these 4 would be like so good on darker skin tones. In this palette, these 2 are the only ones that I really reach for. This palette, I reach for these 3 mostly. I haven't really played around with these. I am going to go in with the Spotlight palette today and do the shade Glow. Since I'm going for a more natural look, I just want to use that, like, it's like a goldeny white. It's really pretty. The next highlight that I have to talk about today is this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista. And I love this so much, and I wish that they would just come out. Oh no. Anyways, I wish that they would just come out with more colors in this, because for right now, there's 2 colors. There's like a rose gold one, and then there's this one, which is Moonlight. It's called Moonlight. And I love it so much. It's such a pretty, like, look at that. I wore it in a video, and it's just so luminous. It is a sparkly type of highlight, so if you're not into that, if you're into the more natural highlights, you're not going to like this. I've said this before, like whenever I've used it in a previous video. But I wish that they had like more like light golden ones and stuff, so that I had more options and that I could use it more. So I only ever use this whenever I'm doing like cool tone eyes. Like if I use purple, this looks really good. And the rose gold one would look fabulous on deeper skin tones. I wish that that one would work for me, but sadly it wouldn't. And I'm trying to not pick it up, even though I want to so bad because it's so beautiful. But what you gonna do? I'm pale as paper. So yeah. L'Oreal, come out with more of your True Match Shimmeristas because I love them and I would buy all of the paper white ones. All of them. And so my last favorite, like makeup favorite, is going to be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. This setting spray is so good. It like gives my skin like the finish that it needs. It like melts all the powder into my skin and just makes me look more alive and awake. And like the mister on this is like, it's like pretty good. You need to a lot comes out, but like if you hold it out, it just like does like a fine mist over your whole face. It's not like squirting at one area. Like it's not gonna like squirt you just in the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face, and then I'll come back and I'll talk to you about my movie favorite for the month, and then also my songs. So if you stayed this long, you're pretty great and I love you. But basically I have all of my makeup favorites on. I'm not going to put on lipstick right now because I'm about to go to Taco Bell. So I mean, it's gonna be ruined anyways. Basically my last two favorites is a movie and like the songs that I've been listening to. And my movie favorite is, I don't know if any of y'all like horror movies, but I'm like freaking obsessed with horror movies. Me and my wife both are, and if we ever have a movie night or anything, we always put on a horror movie. That's just like our dark, twisted souls that love horror movies. And we've pretty much seen like all the good ones. Like we love all the like old like 80s slasher movie. We just really like stuff that's kind of a little bit messed up. If that makes sense. Like our favorites are like the Saw movies. We could watch those like all the flippin' time. And there's a movie on Netflix and it's called Would You Rather. And so if you're into like Saw or anything, I would really recommend that one. And for our anniversary, we did a movie night, and we were scrolling through all the horror movies, and we've pretty much seen like all the good ones that are on Netflix. But there was this new one called The Collection, and it's like Saw on steroids, kind of. Like it's pretty cool. It's about this guy. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but it's this guy that like kidnaps people and puts them in these like trunks, like chests, like back in the old days whenever they would like use those as suitcases or whatever. But he puts them in there and he like kidnaps them, and he does like all these like crazy like booby traps and stuff that kind of remind you of like Jigsaw, you know. He's not really like playing games with them, but he kind of is. So it's not like that sense. It's just like the ways that he tortures these people. It's worth a watch if you're into that. I sound like a crazy person, but yeah, I just love those types of movies. And then for like music this month, I've just been listening to like older country playlists on Spotify. I've just been listening to like Doug Stone and like older Alan Jackson songs and just a bunch of stuff like that I'm really into right now. And then on the complete like opposite of that, Kesha's new album is so good. Like, and it's not even a new album anymore. Like, it's been out for a couple of months. But let me just tell you, like, if I want to like pump myself up for work or whatever, I put Rainbow on, I turn it all the way up, I scream it out of my lungs. So yep, Kesha and Alan Jackson, those are my two go-tos this month. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave and go to Taco Bell and eat some tacos. You guys have an awesome week. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.